Adventures in Legal Land, where black is white and white is black, and other shocking discoveries from America's courtrooms. I asked a clerk in the Arizona City Court if a photo radar ticket was a civil case. She said yes, that she had written the ticket. I then said, "Is this in the nature of a contract dispute or a tort?" She started to stutter and stammer and finally spit out that she had no idea. From her own mouth, there was no case. At that point, all I had to do was ask her if there was a cause of action against a friend I was helping. How could she answer this question when she had no idea? If the case was in the nature of a contract or a tort, chances are she would answer yes, that's fine. Now I have two conflicting opinions. Not only did I have two opinions that conflict, but just as important, neither one is mine. So I am not the opponent any longer. Chapter 5. Take away the judge's discretion. One key to being effective is to take advantage of the so-called rules and use to maintain the pretense of fairness. I want to do and say things that will put the judge in a position where he or she really has no choice. He has to either admit there is no case against me, or he is going to make a huge error that even the lawyers doing business as an appeals court may not easily look past. In legal land, it's a lawyer's say or do on anyone else's behalf. It's not a rock unless a lawyer hands it to another lawyer pretending to be a judge. I'll bet if a non-lawyer hit a judge in the forehead with a rock, he'd drop his legalese fast. He wouldn't consider the lumps on his head to be a nullity. Just how many times does a non-lawyer have to hit a lawyer with a rock before he stops considering the rock legally defective or a nullity? Let's use the same reasoning these lawyers use in another context. Let's say I cut a friend's hair and charge him $10, but I don't have a so-called license. What Carol purported to do for Paul in place of a licensed barber was a nullity. How about building a house? What Carol purported to do for Paul in place of a licensed contractor was a nullity. What happens to the house in such a case? Does it magically disappear to be consistent with the lawyer's opinion? Would the hair suddenly grow back because a judge declared the haircut a nullity? Would it disappear if he was reversed by an appellate judge? My gosh, what would happen to a man who had heart surgery by a doctor whose license fee was, gasp, lost in the mail? If a pilot lets his license lapse, would a plane he was allegedly flying suddenly plummet to the earth, killing everyone on board? Is a dog without a license really a dog or another nullity? If I drive without a license, is that a nullity? If then, where is the crime? Can nullity really be a crime? A nullity is defined by lawyers as something without legal effect, being null, non-existent, void of no legal effect. What Carol purported to do for Paul in place of a licensed driver was a nullity. What I see is that there are two kinds of truth or reality in legal land, i.e. legally defective truth and legal truth. I call this selective reality, what lawyers call legally defective truth. It can be cast aside and ignored. After all, what does truth have to do with due process and finding of facts anyway? Come to think of it, both the state and the United States were allegedly created by millions of non-lawyers. Would that make the United States a nullity? Dun dun dun. Bureaucrats want reality to conform to their opinions instead of letting their opinions conform to reality like normal people. Stay tuned for more juicy tidbits. Adventures in Legal Land, where black is white and white is black, and other shocking discoveries from America's courtrooms. More good books. Check out the link in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hey, share your comments. Peace!